Hi everyone. In the last class we discussed about the what is heat transfer, rate of heat transfer, what is the definition of heat transfer, and we discussed about the how many modes of heat transfer will be there. First one is the conduction, second one is the convection, and the third one is the radiation, and we will deal with the what is convection. Convection means if solid to solid heat transfer is taking place, that one will come under the conduction. If solid to liquid or liquid to liquid heat transfer is taking place, that one come under the convection. And the third one, other than conduction and convection, if heat transfer is taking place, that one come under the radiation. So, these are the three modes of heat transfer. These are the three modes of heat transfer: conduction, convection and radiation. Conduction, convection and radiation. These are the three modes of the heat transfer, and we learn the definition of a what we understand the definition of a what is heat transfer. After that we see that the Fourier law of heat conduction, the important topic will be there. Fourier law of heat conduction. Fourier law of heat conduction. The rate of heat transfer is directly proportional to the rate of heat transfer through a simple homogeneous solid. The rate of heat transfer through a simple homogeneous solid is directly proportional to its area. I will write here Q is here, as you can see Q is directly proportional to the rate of heat transfer. The rate of heat transfer through a simple homogeneous solid. The rate of heat transfer through a simple homogeneous solid is directly proportional to its area, is directly proportional to its area. And gradients in the temperature. Gradient means difference in the temperature. Gradient means difference in the temperature, and inversely proportional to its length, and inversely proportional to its length. Length also we can say, thickness also we can say, or dx also. Many indications are there, you have to remember this one. Many indications will be there and you have to remember this one. After that what you have to remember means, see here, Q is directly proportional to a dt by dx or dl. Dt by dx, it's up to you, you can write L or x, L or x, both are same. You can write like this also, dx, d this and L or x, like this. You can write anything, dl, dx, x or L. So, this one is known as the thickness or length. This one is known as the thickness or length. So, what is given here? Q is directly proportional to A dt by dx. Q is directly proportional to A dt by. So, this one is known as the Fourier law of heat conduction. In that Fourier law of heat conduction, you have to remember Q stand for what? Q stand for heat transfer. Q stand for what? Heat transfer. So, I will write here Q stand for heat transfer. The unit of Q is, the unit of Q is what? The unit of Q is equal to, what is the unit of Q? What will be there? You have to remember. After that you have to remember A stand for cross sectional area. A stand for cross sectional area. A stand for cross sectional area. CROSS, cross, SECTIONL, sectional area. A stand for cross sectional area. The unit is meter square. What is the unit of this one? Meter square. What is the unit of this one? Meter square. Then next one is the dt will be there. Next one is the dt will be there. Dt stand for temperature gradient. Temperature gradient. Dt stand for temperature gradient. TEMPERATURE, temperature gradient. GRADIENT, gradient. Temperature gradient means difference in temperature. You can take in centigrade or you can write in Kelvin also. It's up to you. It's up to you. You can take in centigrade or you can write in Kelvin. Nothing will happen. You can convert. See, if degree Celsius is there, if you add 273, automatically it will become in Kelvin. It's up to you. You can keep in degree centigrade or you can keep in Kelvin. While solving the problem, I will explain you whether you have to keep in centigrade or Kelvin, or you can keep like that only. It's up to you. After that one will be dx will be there. After that what will be there? Dx. Dx is known as thickness. Ds is known as thickness, or another thing you can say as the length. Another thing what you can say as the length. The unit of this one will be in meter. The unit of this one will be in meter, or you can keep in mm. You can keep in mm. It's up to you only. Better to keep in meter, because small q, if you talk about the small q is known as the rate of heat transfer. Small q is known as the rate of heat transfer. Heat transfer. Small q is known as the rate of heat transfer. Small q is known as the rate of heat transfer. So what is the unit here? Watt per meter square. Watt per meter square. Watt per meter square. And K stand for, you have to remember the K also. K stand for thermal conductivity. K stand for thermal, THERMAL, thermal conductivity, CONDUCITIVITY, conductivity. Q stand for thermal conductivity. The unit of this one is watt per meter, watt per meter, watt per meter. Like this you have to remember the unit of this one. The first one is equal to, this one is known as the Fourier law of heat transfer. This one is known as the Fourier law of heat transfer. What is the Fourier law of heat transfer? Q is directly proportional to A dt by dx. Q is directly proportional to A dt by dx. So Q stand for heat transfer, unit is watt, and A stand for cross sectional area, unit is meter square, and dt stand for temperature gradient, unit is degree centigrade or Kelvin, degree centigrade or Kelvin. You have to remember this one. And dx stand for thickness or length, unit is meter, and small q stand for rate of heat transfer, unit is watt per meter square, watt per meter square, and K stand for thermal conductivity, unit watt per meter, degree centigrade or Kelvin, degree centigrade. You can take as a degree centigrade or Kelvin, it's up to you, degree centigrade or Kelvin. I will explain you that units also. Thermal conductivity. So like this you have to remember, like this you have to remember. After that what you have to do means you have to derive this one. You have to write all this term. What you have to write this, what is Q stand for, what is A stand for, what is dt stand for, what is dx stand for, and what is q, small q stand for, and what is K stand for. After that you have to remember the unit. By seeing unit only you have to identify the given one is the thermal conductivity, the given one is the heat transfer, the given one is the rate of heat transfer, the given one is the cross sectional area, the value, numerical value, 80% problematic will be there. So numerical value you have to remember, numerical value you have to remember. So here what you have to do, you have to derive this one. What you have to derive I will tell you. See here, as you can see here, Q is directly proportional to A dt by dx. Q is directly proportional to A dt by dx. So what you have to do, Q is equal to, you have to remove the proportional sign. What you have to do, you have to remove this proportional sign. If you want to remove this proportional sign, you have to add these things. What you have to add, equal to minus K, equal to minus K. What you have to add, equal to minus K, equal to minus K. So here we do, you have to do Q is equal to minus K A. Here you can write dt by dx. What you can write here, dt by dx. Q is equal to minus K A. Here you can write dt by dx. Why I introduce here minus? Because heat is losing, heat is losing. In last section I told you heat is lost. Okay, now heat transfer means heat will be lost. Heat is moving from higher temperature to lower temperature. Heat is moving from higher temperature to lower temperature. K stand for coefficient of heat transfer. K stand for thermal conductivity. K stand for coefficient of heat transfer or thermal conductivity. A stand for cross sectional area, and dt stand for temperature gradient, and dx stand for difference in temperature. Dx stand for difference in temperature. You have to remember Q is equal to minus Ka dt by dx. After that what you have to do, write down Q as it is only, then this one minus Ka also as it is. Here you can write the, here what you can write, the T2 minus T1 by, and here in place of dx you can write the L also. As I told you, dx is equal to dl is equal to dx, and dx is equal to x, and x is equal to L. Different author will follow the different indication. So as per your convenience, whatever you want to select, you can select here. So dx is equal to dl and x is equal to L. Okay, you have to remember. After that here minus sign is there. If you multiply minus side inside, so q is equal to, this one will become Ka. Here if you multiply minus inside, so here T2 is positive, T2 will negative, and here T1 is negative, it will become positive, vice versa will be there. See here, T1 is become positive and T2 is become negative. Then write down L as it is. Write down L as it is. After that, what you have to do, this A you have to shift this side. So Q by A, what you have to write? Q by A is equal to K, write down as it is. T1 minus T2 by L also you have to write down as it is. Once again I will write here, what is this one? Q by A. What is this one? Q by A is equal to K, write down as it is. Here you can write T1 minus T2 by, here you can write L as it is. You have to remember capital Q by A. Capital Q by A is known as small q. Small q is known as the rate of heat transfer. Small q is known as the rate of heat transfer and capital Q is known as the heat transfer. So here I can write the small q. What I can write here? Small q. Small q is equal to K, T1 minus T2 by, I will write as the L. The unit of till here, what is the unit will be there? Watt. If you consider till here, what is the unit will be there? Watt will be there. Unit is watt. Now after that, as you can see here, then small q write down as it is, then T1 minus T2 by, here you can write L by K, here you can write the L by K, then small q write down as it is, here you can write T1 minus T2 by, in place of that you can write the RTH, L by K is also now write as a RTH. RTH is stand for thermal resistance. RTH is stand for the thermal resistance. You have to remember RTH is stand for the thermal resistance. The unit if you consider till here, you can write that as the watt per meter square. Watt per meter square. Why I am writing watt per meter square? Because small q, as you as I told you, small q is equal to capital Q by area. So small q write down as it is, capital Q unit is equal to watt, area unit is meter square. So small q unit is equal to watt per meter square. If you consider the capital Q, the unit will be watt only. If you consider the capital Q, the unit will be watt only. If you consider the small q, the unit will be watt per meter square. So this one is known as the Fourier law of heat transfer. You have to remember the unit of capital Q and the unit of small q, and I told you what is the, see, Q is equal to minus Ka dt by dx. So dt stand for difference in temperature or gradient in temperature. So I can write here T2 minus T1. If I want to remove this proportional minus sign, what I have to do? I have to multiply minus inside. So this one will become positive, this one will become negative. L ka L you have to write down as it is only. After this A I am shifting this side. So Q by is equal to K T1 minus T2 by L. Q is equal to T1 minus T2 by L. Then Q by A, and this term totally I wrote here as it is only. Why I am explaining this definition number of times means, if you know this one easily you can solve number of problem, more than 20 problem based upon this only. Sometime you have to stop here only, then substitute the value. Sometime you have to stop here only and substitute the value, and sometime you have to stop here only and substitute. Some particular formula will be not there. So depending upon your question, you have to create like this, you have to form, and wherever the requirement is over, that time only you have to stop and substitute the value. So after that, Q by is equal to K T1 minus T2 by L is there. Q by A is known as small q. K write down as it is, T1 minus T2 by L also write down as it is. Then Q is equal to this K, you are shifting this side. So L by K, this is T1 minus T2 by L by K. L by K is known as RTH. RTH is known as thermal resistance. RTH is known as thermal resistance. So small q is equal to T1 minus T2 by RTH. If you stop here, the unit will be watt will be there. If you stop here, the unit will be watt per meter square. So this one is known as Fourier law of heat conduction. As you can see in the board, one question is given. What is question is given? Simple problem based upon that Fourier law of heat conduction. What is the question is given? Calculate the rate of heat transfer. What you have to find out? Rate of heat transfer. Rate of heat transfer, it is known as, you have to remember, rate of heat transfer, it is known as small q. Calculate the rate of heat transfer. Rate of heat transfer, it is known as small q. Rate of heat transfer, it is known as small q. What you have to calculate? The rate of heat transfer. Calculate, see here, calculate the rate of heat transfer per unit area. Per unit area means small q. Only rate heat transfer means capital Q. You have to remember this, rate of heat transfer or heat transfer. What is the difference between rate of heat transfer? Whenever in question, if rate of heat transfer is given, what you have to find is small q per unit area, and if heat transfer is given, capital Q, you have to remember rate of heat transfer and heat transfer. What is the difference between heat transfer and rate of heat transfer? This is the heat transfer and this is the rate of heat transfer per unit area. This one is per unit area. Like this you have to remember. So here what is given? Calculate the rate of heat transfer per unit area through a copper plate. Which plate is there? Copper plate. So first I will draw the copper plate. So this one is somewhat copper plate. Which plate this is? Copper plate. So I will write here copper plate, C-O-P-P-E-R, copper, P-L-A-T-E. Which plate this is? Copper plate. See, this one is known as the copper plate. Through a copper plate 45 mm thick. How much thickness is there? From here to here thickness is there. From here to here, how much thickness is there? 45 mm. Thickness is equal to how much? 45 mm thickness is there. So whenever it is given in mm, try to divide it with 1000. So here it will become dx, dl or x or l 45 mm divided with 1000. 45 mm divided with 1000. So it will become somewhat 0.045 meter, 0.045 meter, 0.045 meter. So this is the value of dx, x, l or x. You have to remember this one, dx, okay na. So 45 mm is there, 45 divided by 1000, 0.045 meter. After that, copper plate is there, 45 mm thickness. One of the face is maintained at a temperature of 350 degree. So here somewhere one face is there. This is face 1 and that one is your face 2. So here how much temperature is given? 350 degree. How much temperature is given? 350 degrees. So this temperature you assume as a T1. Which temperature you have to assume this one as the temperature? T1. How much temperature is equal to there? 350 degree. And another temperature is equal to how much? 50 degree. Another temperature is equal to how much? 50 degree. 50 degree means less will be there. That's why I am projecting here. Here 350 above is there. So 50 degree should be less. So this one is the T2. T2 is equal to how much? 50 degree. How much it is? 50 degree centigrade. T2 is equal to how much? 50 degree centigrade. This is T1 and that one is the T2. This one is T1 and that one is the T2. This is T1 and that one is the T2. Higher temperature always you have to assume as the T1 and the lower temperature you have to assume as the T2. Higher temperature you have to assume as the T1. Lower temperature you have to assume as the T2. Here two temperatures are given. First temperature is equal to how much? 350 degree. Second temperature is equal to how much? 50 degree. So that one you have to assume as the 1 and this one you have to assume as the 2. After that what you have to do? And the other phase at the 50 degree and the thermal conductivity. I told you thermal conductivity is designated with the letter K. Thermal conductivity of this material is given. How much it is given? K is equal to, I will write here, K is equal to 370 watt per meter centigrade. How much it is given? 370 watt per meter centigrade. Thermal conductivity, how much it is given? 370 watt per meter centigrade. Thermal conductivity is given. So what you have to do means, whenever like this is given, according to that, first you have to go for Fourier law of heat conduction. What is the Fourier law of heat conduction? Q is directly proportional to A dt by dx. This is the Fourier law of heat conduction. Q is directly proportional to A dt by dx. Q is directly proportional to A dt by dx. If you want to remove the problem, in every problem you have to solve this one. So Q is equal to minus Ka dt by, you can write here, dx. Then Q is equal to minus Ka, here you can write T2 minus T1 by, here you can write L, dx can be write as a L, dx can be write as a L. Then Q is equal to, this one is Ka, here you can write T1 minus T2 by L. What you done here? You multiply minus inside, this one will become negative and this one will become positive. After that, Q by A is equal to K, this one you can write T1 minus T2 by L, T1 minus T. What you done here? This A you shifted in denominator, this A you shifted in denominator. After that here you can see here Q by A is equal to K, write on as it is. Here you can write T1 minus T2 by L, T1 minus T2 by L. After that, small q is equal to T1 minus T2 by, here you can write L by K. What you can write in place of that? L by K. This K you shifted here, so L by K. Then small q is equal to T1 minus T2 by L by K, KL by K. Like this you have to write T1 minus T2 by L by K. Small q you have to write like this. After that, what you have to do means, in that already you substitute the value. In that already you substitute. See, small q write down as it is only. Small q is equal to, what is the value of T1? How much is given in your question? T1 value. Substitute here. T1 value is equal to how much is given? 350 minus T2 value is equal to how much it is given? 50. Then write down as it is. Then L value is equal to how much is given? 0.045. Then divided by K value is equal to how much it is given? 370. K value is equal to how much? 370. Like this you have to substitute. In that, what you substitute? T1 value you substituted, T2 value you substituted, L value you substituted, K value you substituted. K value is given in your question. K is known as thermal conductivity. L value is given in your question. T2 is also given in your question, and T1 is also given your question. Everything is given. Higher value, I told you, higher value you have to assume as the T1, and the lower value you have to assume as the T2. After that, what you have to do? Q is equal to, with the help of calculus, try to solve this one. How much it is? 350. So 2.466. What will be? 2.466 into 10 to the power of 6 watt per meter square. What is the unit here? Watt per meter square. What unit you have to follow here? Watt per meter square. Why you are taking watt per meter square? Because Q is there. I told you, small q. Small q means capital Q by area. The unit of capital Q is watt. Area unit is meter square. So small q unit is watt per meter square. So small q is equal to 2.466 into 10 to the power of 6 watt per meter square. And you have to remember this. K can be write as, kilo can be write as 10 to the power of 3, and mega can be write as 10 to the power of 6, and giga can be write as 10 to the power of 9, and Pascal can be write as Newton per meter square. Pascal can be write as Newton per meter square. K can be write as 10 to the power of 3, mega can be write as 10 to the power of 6, giga can be write as 10 to the power of 9, and Pascal can be write as Newton per meter square. You have to remember this one. Kilo, K stand for kilo, M stand for mega, G stand for giga, and this one is stand for Pascal, PASCAL. You have to remember this one. So here 10 to the power of 6 watt per meter square is there. What is there here? 10 to the power of 6 watt per meter square. So here you can write small q is equal to 2.466 into 10 to the power of 6. What is the unit? Watt per meter square. So this can be converted 2.466. In place of that you can write mega, 10 to the power of 6. I told you 10 to the power of 6 can be write as a mega. This one is the watt per meter square, megawatt per meter square. This is your rate of heat transfer. This one is your rate of heat transfer. Like this you have to solve. Once you see the problem, first problem is there. Once again I will explain you. Simple question is there. By using that only you have to solve. What is given here? Calculate the rate of heat transfer. What is given? Calculate the rate of heat transfer per unit area through a copper plate. What is given? Copper plate. So here I drawn the copper plate. Diagram is important. Here I drawn the copper plate. Temperature is decreasing. Temperature is decreasing. As you can see here, temperature is decreasing. So here what is given? Calculate the rate of heat transfer per unit area through a copper plate of 45 mm thick. 45 mm thickness is given. Thickness 45 mm is there. dx, dl, x or L. How much it is given? 45 mm. Whenever if something is given in mm, you have to remember this one. If something is given in mm, what you have to do? Divided with 1000. If something is given in centimeter, divided with 100. So answer you will get in meter. Here also answer you will get in meter. You have to remember this conversion. If something is given in mm divided with 1000, answer you will get in meter. If centimeter divided with 100, answer should be in meter. Like this you have to do it. After that what you have to do means 45 mm divided with 1000, 45 mm divided with 1000, the answer should be 0.045 meter, 0.045 meter, like this is given. After that what you have to do, after getting this value, next you have to do, you drawn the copper plate. Here two temperatures are given. The higher temperature you have to write here and the lower temperature you have to write here. Higher temperature at this side and lower temperature at this side. So, two temperature, one is 350 degree, another one is the 50 degree. Here you have to write 350 degree and here you have to write the 50 degree. After that K value, K is known as the thermal conductivity, K is known as the thermal conductivity of copper. In data book it is available K value, but in most of the question it will be given. Suppose it is not given, only copper is mentioned. With the help of data book only you can find out the K value. K value will be available in your data book and data book is allowed to your examination. You have to remember this one. You have to purchase the data book, that in that many things will be available. Copy paste will be there. So, here K value, how much it is given? 360 watt per meter centigrade. Sometime centigrade will be given or sometime Kelvin will be given. You have to remember, if centigrade, in centigrade also you can keep in or Kelvin, nothing will happen, no difference will be there. So, this is the copper plate, this is the higher temperature, this one is the lower temperature and this is the K value, and here thickness is given. Thickness is equal to how much it is given? 45 mm is given, you convert it into meter. After that what he is asking to find out the rate of heat transfer. He is asking to find out the rate of heat transfer. For finding the rate of heat transfer, Q is directly proportional to A dt by dx. For every problem you have to write this one, Q is directly proportional to A dt by dx. If you want to remove proportional sign, equal to minus Ka, equal to minus Ka. After that what you have to, equal to write down as it is, minus write down as it is, K write down as it is, A write down as it is. In place of dt you can write T2 minus T1, then L write down as it is. Q is equal to Ka T1 minus T2 by L, Qa T1 minus T2 by L, everything is as it is only. After that what you are doing, this A you are shifted this side. So, Q by A is equal to K T1 minus T2 by L, this same term I wrote here only. So, here after that this K I am shifting here. So, L by K and the Q by A can be write as the small q is equal to T1 minus T2 by L by K, L by K. Here you know the value of T1, T1 is equal to how much? 350 is there, and you know the value of T2, T2 is equal to how much? 50 degree, write down. L value already you solve here, L value always should be converted into meter, you have to remember. As I told you, if L value is given, L means thickness, thickness is given, length or thickness both are same. So, here mm it is given, what you have to do, divided with 1000, the answer should be in meter. If it is given in centimeter, divided with 100, the answer should be in meter, like this will be given. After that you substitute here, if you solve this one like this, you got 2.466 into 10 to the power of 6. With the help of calci, if you solve this one, you will get this value, watt per meter square is given, watt per meter square. So, what you have to do, 10 to the power, I told you kilo can be write as K 10 to the power of 3. Mega can be write as m 10 to the power of 6, giga can be write as g 10 to the power of 9, Pascal can be write as Newton per meter square. So, here what is the numerical value is there? 10 to the power of 6, convert into the alphabetical. Alphabetical means 10 to the power of 6 can be write as a m, in place of that what you can write? M. So, m watt per meter square, mega watt per meter square, like this you can solve. 2.44 mega, as you can see the problem and diagram is compulsory and the derivation is also compulsory. Once look at the problem. Like the simple problems are there, we will solve in next section. If you want, you can copy this problem. If you know this problem easily, remaining problem easily, you can solve this one. Like this problems only are there. Only the thing is that you have to remember the unit. If you remember the unit, any type of problem like this is given, easily you can solve that. So, you have to remember, and diagram is compulsory and this derivation is also compulsory. If you know derive each and any step, then you will get the full marks. If you derive from starting onwards, because you can use here also, here also, here, wherever you want you can substitute the value. If the data is available, depending upon your given data, you can substitute the value. Like this you have to find out, and you have to remember this conversion: kilo 10 to power of 3, mega 10 to power of 6, giga 10 to power of 9, Pascal, Newton per meter is square. Okay na? And small q unit is q by A. Capital Q is known as heat transfer, and small q is known as rate of heat transfer, and A is known as area. Unit is meter square. So, small q is equal to watt per meter square. Like this you have to solve. In next section we will solve the different types of problem. In different types of problem, what will happen? Sometime temperature will be not given. You have to find out one temperature. Sometime k value not will be given. If k value is not given, it will be available in your data book. Data book will be allowed, as I told you, data book is allowed. So, k value, in place of that copper steel will be given, or sometime different things will be given. Aluminum will be given, stainless iron will be given, and nickel will be given. So, all k values will be available. Water temperatures will be available, copper everything will be available in data book. With the help of data book also you can solve like this type of problem, and like this formula is also available, no need to derive that one. In next section we will continue.